Band Bros, baby.
Hey, yo, look, man, what it do, what it do? It's your boy Nigel, aka the BandBruhZSS, and as you know, I am back again today to bring y'all some more good content. Now, listen, I made a poll on my page. Y'all been asking, so y'all shall receive. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna react to this Magic City classic brought to you by my bro Jay Spitter, aka Smash Time Productions. Shout out to my dog. Subscribe to him if y'all haven't already, man. We appreciate you for this great content. Look, bro, we got a good little battle coming up. I really don't know what to expect here. If I'm being completely honest with you, both bands have impressed me this season. Alabama State, truthfully, has impressed me a little bit more. Right, Alabama A&M they impressed me when they went against Tennessee State. They didn't impress me that much when they went against Jackson. You feel me? And now here we are with this battle. And then Alabama State, if I'm being honest with you, they impressed me. They beat Southern, right? And then if I'm also being honest, I mean, they also gave Jackson a good run for their money, right? You feel me? So with that being the case, yo, man, if you want me to be honest, guys and ladies, I really think Alabama is going to be really aggressive here. I'm not saying Alabama A&M won't be, but I have watched these bands, like I watch all bands because I love bands, of course, and I get out and record when I can as well. But I have watched some of these bands, and I've learned when you really know band, you really actually can learn the weaknesses and the strengths of these bands. Right there, every band has weaknesses and strengths. Some are more noticeable in some bands than others. And truthfully, we have to, one, take the time to appreciate and say shout out to all of the students, the HBCU students and the PWI students and all the musicians and everybody else. But shout out to the HBCU, bro. Y'all know I show love to my own people, right? Like, we have to give love to the HBCU world because without these students, there would be no bands. So we can always talk about how this director makes a difference, how this director makes a difference. But truth be told, without no students, there is no band. With that being the case, if I'm being completely honest with you, I believe Alabama State has now found them someone, referring to this director, who is giving them a new aura, who's giving them a new type of aggression, who's giving them a new type of flavor. And I believe Alabama, and now this is my pre-talk. This is my pre-talk. This is what I'm thinking about the beforehand matchup. Because let's be real, this isn't my first time watching these two go against each other. I've seen what the past occurrences has been like, so it's like I have experience, right, to speak on it. Alabama A&M is a sleeping giant that's just waiting to be awakened. Alabama State has awakened. That's the transition we're seeing with these new arrangements, the way they've been going belt to ass with a lot of bands and going toe to toe with these bands. Honorable mention, like a Grambling, how Grambling has a different flavor. They're like a sleeping giant that's trying to awake as well. I believe Alabama, yes, they crank. Alabama has some crankage. They have some power. They sound good. But I always said about Alabama, I believe Alabama has a whole nother ceiling that they're capable of reaching. I just believe what keeps them from getting there, truthfully, is the arrangements, right? When I say that, I say it, and listen, I'm not trying to talk too much because we're finna get into this video. But when I say this, I say it because whole time with Alabama A&M, it's like I've noticed one of the student arrangements has been going crazy. Great arrangements. Really solid, really good arrangement. I won't say great because great is like when you're on the level of those OG band directors, right? You know, that's what I mean by great. Not throwing any shade. We need a primary person. You know, like Alabama has that primary band director that they're going to go to. Freaking Mississippi Valley has the primary dude with the locks that they're going to go to, right? Southern has the primary dude they're going to go to. Jackson, 3 of them, which is what makes them the best. 3 of them, right? What we need to do at Alabama, we need to find a primary, because I'm not saying the student arranger can't get it done. I think he can damn for sure get it done. This is just and once again, I'm speaking off of the past battles I've seen. I've watched Alabama go against bands. I watched AMU go against bands. You feel me? So I'm just giving my pre-talk, right? Because I low key, I'm ready to see what's gonna happen. I'm ready. I just think that's all Alabama AMU needs. We're gonna see what happens in this battle, right? We are going to see what happens in this battle, yo. So I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to get ready. Pull y'all down, man. Let's go ahead and lock you in, bro. Hey, bro, I'm wishing and I'm hoping for a really, really good content and a really good battle, bro. Let's go ahead and take myself down here.
Smash time is in the building.
Okay. I hear I will win. Okay, Tubas. Okay. AAMU. AAMU. All right, Tubas, I hear y'all. I'm liking his energy. Okay, Bones. Hey, I hear y'all, Sticks. Shout out, Sticks. Hey, ladies, y'all look good. Dancers and twirlers, y'all both look good. All right, I'm ready to see what y'all bring. How y'all gonna close it out, though? Y'all let it go a little while. How y'all finna close it? I see y'all symbols. Hey, that's smooth. That's smooth. I like that. I like that. I like that. Sure everything's good over here on my end. Hey, I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. It's a couple classics out here that I love to watch. I love to watch the Southern Heretic. I love to, of course, watch the Boombox Classic, and I actually love to watch the Magic City Classic as well, bro. Like I love seeing that type of, because these bands, bro, like especially Alabama and then Alabama AMU, it's like same state, two different vibes of a school, right? Two different styles, two different traditions, two different histories. It's real cool. If I'm being completely honest with you, if I'm being completely honest, I know some people lately get on me for being a little sympathetic, but I'm gonna be honest, I never ever try to be sympathetic, nor do I feel like I ever am. I just call it what it is, and I hear what I hear, and I like what I like. In that round, one thing that always takes in effect when I always give ties in the first round, it's always because It's more so for me for the first round. If there's not a clear separation of, I put it like this: both bands played some really, in my opinion, some intense stuff. You got Alabama State over there ringing with them UFOs, you feel me? And then you got Alabama AMU over there ringing with the tubas. Like, yo, you had some really nice. It was some nice moments that I liked in both arrangements. That being the case, some people would get mad at me, but if I'm being honest with you, I low-key want to go with giving both bands a point for that round. Now, some people may say, so you're telling me this band was better than this band? No, I never said none of that shit. All I simply said was, whole time, I like both bands. So why take something away from the other band rather than just enjoying the musicianship from both sides? You feel what I'm saying? Like, because, I mean, truth be told, some people be like, nah, bro, just go ahead and just say fuck it. Whatever, say fuck it. Nah, rather than even doing that, go ahead, enjoy it for what it is, bro. Hey, and let's keep it going. There's going to be a separation somewhere between in this battle. I know that it's coming sooner or later. What y'all got? All right, bro, still up there. What's up, AMU? Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. All right. That came out of nowhere. I like it, though. It came out of nowhere. Okay. Okay. It was a lot. That was a lot. It was a lot. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Gang. Oh my gosh. AMU. AMU. Listen. First thing I want to say is, listen, if this guy who's on the podium is not a student arranger, he's actually a band director, my apologies. That uniform, that looks like one of the AMU uniforms. That's why I thought that was a student arranger. And on top of that, I also heard, right, like people was telling me from down there, like, yo, like, yeah, we have a student arranger who really be, whatever. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I accept that. My bad. The sources apparently were lying, right? You feel me? But it looks like a student arranger uniform as well, though. Whole time, I can't cap. The second point I was gonna make, that arrangement was actually low-key fire. I say low-key because what kept it from being high-key was it was just jumbled up, though. Like, I'm not saying like, man, I like it, but hell nah. If anything, it's a good qualifying offer for whatever Alabama State has to respond with, right? You feel me? I'm curious to see what Alabama State responds with, because truthfully, in this round, Alabama AMU, that's a nice arrangement. Clean it up, though. I'm not gonna clap. Clean it up. Of course, clean it up. But on top of that, I don't know, because it was this one part that felt so jumbled up on top of each other, like a lot. Everybody was doing something in that one part, and I feel like y'all heard it too. You feel me? So I like that though. Let's see what Alabama State got. I hear y'all. I hear y'all singing it. Okay. Hey, listen. I always go back and I always check over here, man, because you just never know, bro. Sometimes these cameras and everything, they be tripping. But, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So I like the response that Alabama State came with. I really did. And it was like, it was smooth. It was a very classical arrangement. But I low key, man, like, if anything, see, this is the thing. If I'm being completely honest with you, because this is where I'm torn at. This is where I get into these little tough situations. But I feel like if I'm gonna just be brutally honest, I actually think I might possibly give the lean towards Alabama State. Reason why I get a lean towards Alabama State is because the intro scared me a little bit for Alabama State, but it was also parts I didn't like in Alabama AMU that I feel like if anything, if it was cleaned up more, I would definitely have rocked with it. If Alabama AMU, in my personal opinion, would have executed that whole entire arrangement, I probably would have get that around to Alabama AMU because I got bored listening to Alabama State. I like the arrangement. I know what the song was. I like that y'all tried to please the crowd, and y'all did. Clearly, y'all got way more people on y'all side than AMU, right? I see that. But if AMU would have executed that arrangement to the fullest, I would have get that around to AMU. I'll get that around to Alabama State because truthfully, even though Alabama State had the little intro, they were still clean throughout the rest of the arrangement for the most part, in my opinion, from what I heard. Hey, just keep it a buck. This is round 3. Okay, Alabama. I ain't gonna lie, this kind of long as hell though. Yeah, the door definitely left open though. You can't cap. You can't cap. The door definitely left open. I see where y'all trying to go, AMU, but nah, nah. 2-1 still the score. What's up, Alabama State? If Alabama State can execute it better than Alabama, AMU, hey, let's see what's up with it. Whew. Hey, keep it a whole buck with you. Hold on right quick. You already know. Keep it a whole buck with you. If I'm just being completely honest with y'all, yo, both bands really played like the whole entire duration of the song, it seems like. So they both had their little snooze fest moments, right? I will admit. But if I'm being honest with you, I still think Alabama State low-key just executed a little bit better than AMU did. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like Alabama State was just a little bit more locked in. You feel me? Now, listen, that was a hell of a round to listen through, because it's not that you can't enjoy music. I'm not saying if I was there, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed it. It would have just been, I would have said, damn, this is a long ass song. And then I would say, all right, what they playing? Oh, they playing the same thing. Okay, let's see how theirs sound. Damn, that's a long ass song. I would have did the same thing on both sides. You feel me? But then I would have still been like, yeah, but Alabama State was still cleaner. I would have did it just like that, bro. And that's how we're going to do it. 3-1. Keep it going. Niggas is booing. I'm weak as hell. All right, seem like bro back up there. What's up, yo? heard that. I heard that. I don't know. AMU. It's not hitting. It's not hitting. Like, we know what it is, but it's not hitting. Alright, y'all teeing up right here though. Y'all teeing up right here for sure. It's like the arrangement is trying to slap, but it's not sticking for real. Bro said it's not enough. He kind of ain't lying. He ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. See, Alabama State, I don't know. Let's see how they finish this out. I heard that. Hey, the drum majors always seem to trip me out, bro. Cause I never seem to sometimes know how do they coordinate with each other. Oh damn. Oh damn. Damn, AMU. That tuba part be a little dirty though. All right, so listen, bro. If Thero hasn't been around yet, that's let you know how just the difference, honestly, in the deliverance of these arrangements and how aggressive the bands are trying to be. It was this one, bro. I can't cap, bro. That's what I say. The score was 3-1 before. That's 4-1, bro. Like I'm not even trying to sound like I'm being rude. I'm not even trying to sound like I'm hating or any of the such. But if I'm just being real, damn, bro. Just damn. Just damn, bro. Like they bro, like I don't know if you know, AMU and Alabama State remind me of like the movie Step Brothers. You feel me? When they just go back and forth, but sometimes one just overpowers or bullies the other. Yo, it's like, like Alabama State's low-key just bullying AMU right now, bro. They really just bullying them. But I already said my thoughts at the beginning of the of the episode when I said my thoughts on the possibilities. Now, once again, I'm not saying it from a place of somewhere who has absolute, complete 100% facts. I'm not saying like the people who told me, and it's not like the people who told me on some gossiping. They're just talking to me more so about like, yo, bro, your takes be actually spot on. And then I'll be like, oh, like what in particular, da, da, da. And then they'll tell me sometime, right? I like that type of exchange. I ain't trying to be messy. I've been in these positions, right? And in this case, if y'all want me to not try to, okay, let's say I don't act like I know the AMU whatever part, or as far as referring to the student range or the banner, whatever. I'm not saying anything of such. I'm just saying, yo, every time I look up, the best person y'all have who brings out the best potential of AMU has been bro, right? We clearly see this, right? He needs help, bro. If I'm just being completely honest, he needs help, right? Like, he needs help. So it's like, even if I could be wrong about more so one thing, the truth is still the truth right here in this case. Because y'all might say, well, what makes you think like that's the reason that AMU is not as good as they are? Because look at the end, like look at how Alabama State just kind of like jumped a tier because of one simple like input of someone. It immediately made a difference, right? It immediately made a difference. And it's working for them because they've been whooping Band's ass. They've been catching Band slipping, right? I think AMU needs the same thing. That's all. But yeah, let's keep it going. Last round. I ain't gonna lie though, AMU, I like that one. I just been really just sitting here observing for listening, because the battle over. No disrespect, it's over. Look like Alabama State gonna play probably like one more round. Let me go ahead and check the logistics one last time. All right, we are Gucci. What's this last song gonna be? Damn. Oh, I like this song. I like this song. I like this song, yeah. I hear y'all basses. Shout out to my dog Zay. What's this song called? I like this shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tuba sound good. I like this song, bruh. I'm weak at the cymbals, yo. Hey, bro, listen. I'm weak at the cymbals. First of all, let me take y'all back up here. I'm weak at the cymbals doing the last thing they did at the end. Hey, I'm not gonna cap, yo. I'm not gonna cap, bro. This definitely was not the ending or the outcome I thought I would come out with. For those who might say, man, I don't know what you was listening to, but AMU was definitely applying belt to ass. Okay, so I always like to debate it like this then. So if my score technically is 4-1 after that last round, I'm willing to give it a tie because I like what Alabama State played and I like what AMU played, right? So that's 5-2, right? I don't think one band had 1 point over another band by just a point separation is what I'm saying. So say, for example, if y'all was to be like, oh, it could be, I could see a score 5-4 or 4-3. Nah, it wasn't that close. I don't even think it was 2 points. Yo, my apologies. I'm over here swinging shit, gang. I don't even think it was 2 points of separation. I'm just being honest. I don't even think it was 2 points of a separation. I think it was a solid 3-point separation. At least. You feel me? At least. That's my whatever you call it, over or under. I don't gamble or nothing like that. But yeah. Hey, listen, y'all. It's been a hell of a day. It's been a great day to just relax and sit back and give y'all some good content. I have more videos that I have to get to, but I'm just gonna start by getting y'all this video. I hope y'all enjoy, man. This is the Band Bruhs. Subscribe, share, show love, comment. Hey, y'all already know how I get. Until y'all see me again, I'm out.
It's the BandBruhs, baby.